Paraguay have beaten Germany 4-3 in the penalty shootout, 1-1 after full time, to secure an historic upset and undoubtedly the biggest win in Paraguayan history. Germany started the game far too slowly. They were really passive. They were playing in first and second gear and they were just passing backwards and sideways. Everything was in front of the Paraguayan defense, who were very comfortably set up in their 4-4-2 to sit deep, absorb pressure, and so they did so very effectively. Not to forget, Paraguay were also without Diego Gomez, who was suspended for this game, as well as Alderete, who was injured. Then came the ultimate sucker punch at the cusp of halftime, as La Albiroja took the lead against a run of play. It was a wonderfully worked set-piece goal. Almiron laid off the ball to Galarza on the right-hand side, and he whipped in a pinpoint cross to Julio Enciso, who was inexplicably unmarked inside the penalty box, and he guided his header past a helpless Neuer to give Paraguay an invaluable lead. That was the first goal scored by Paraguay in a World Cup knockout game. Germany, for all the possession they had in that first half, were toothless. They mustered up less XG than Paraguay, as well as had 0 shots on target. However, that changed early in the second half after Florian Wirtz's whipped cross from the left-hand side met an extremely delicate Kai Havertz header past Gale to level the proceedings for Die Mannschaft. After leveling, Germany took the ascendancy. They really took the game on. Die Mannschaft kept huffing and puffing, but La Albiroja were very rigid and rugged in their way. The dynamic of the game changed all the more so later in the second half when Anton came in for Pavlovic, and as a result the central defender played at right back, which allowed Joshua Kimmich to go back into midfield, and Kimmich was Germany's best player on the day, and that allowed Germany to get on the ball all the more so, and Kimmich was able to do his best work, really dictate and control the tempo of the game. Musiala also came on off the bench, and he was deployed as a right winger by Nagelsmann, with his sole aim to just cross the ball into the box, aiming for Kai Havertz and super sub Nick Voltemada. But like I mentioned, La Albiroja were extremely rigid. They put their bodies on the line and they defended heroically throughout the 120 minutes. Germany thought they had won it in the first half of extra time when Nathaniel Brown's corner met Jonathan Tah's towering header, only for the goal to be rightfully ruled out as Anton fouled Gil. And I'm really glad to see FIFA disallowing a goal like this, because it was a foul and there is no room for disrupting any goalkeepers. That should instantaneously be classified as a foul, and I'm glad they didn't follow suit to the Arsenal precedent we saw in club football last season. Anton was in action again, and he had the best chance deep in that second half of extra time, as he had a free header from a Brown corner, but unfortunately he could only meet Gil's safe hands. We then went into penalty shootout with Kai Havertz missing the opening penalty for Germany, and Paraguay starting extremely strongly with pens, including a stunning penalty by Galarza. Voldemort soon after missed the fourth penalty for Germany and effectively sealed their fate, if not for Manuel Neuer's heroics, who saved 2 consecutive penalties by Sanabria and Barbion to keep Germany's hopes alive. But those hopes were delinquished immediately as Jonathan Tah's penalty flew well over the crossbar as we went into sudden death. And that is when centre-half Canales took upon the opportunity and responsibility to put things right and smash home his penalty to give Paraguay an historic World Cup knockout win, and as La Albiroja beat Die Mannschaft 4-3 on penalties. It was yet another disastrous and hugely disappointing showing for Germany in World Cups, but for La Albiroja they have now set up a round of 16 fixture against the winners of France and Sweden. Albiroja and Die Mannschaft fans, let me know in the comments below what you made of this pulsating encounter. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment and follow for more World Cup and football related content coming your way.